Okay. Oh, good. For a second I thought I was gonna have some tech issues. I'm like, oh no. But I am back. That could have been very embarrassing. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's see. I'm gonna say hello to everyone, and then I'm gonna bring on my guest. Please feel free to ask any questions. I have some lined up already, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this interview. I'm gonna say hello to everyone. Hello, IS. Welcome. Laura, I see you have brought the penguins nice and early. The Adams is here. Hello, Salty Adams. Someday, Adam, you will get that potato bake recipe. Hello, Anthony. Welcome, welcome. September, my favorite dragon. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Richard, it's lovely. Richard, it's Richard, it's lovely to see you again. Welcome. Hello, the other Adam. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again too. I think everyone's been at my streams before, but if not, please check out the rules. Be nice to my mods. They already have to put up with me. But yeah. So how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. It's a little quiet. I don't know whether I don't know whether there's lag or what's going on. September, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And I hope everyone else is doing good too. I'm just gonna take a quick sippy sip. Oh no, Adams was sick. Oh no. Can you, if possible, could you all retweet it out if possible so we can get some more people here to join in on the fun? That would be pretty cool. Okay, I guess I should bring on my guest and we can begin the questions. Hang on. It's fighting me at the moment. Hang on. Oh, should have put up my notice that I'm streaming too. Hang on. Hang on. As you can tell, I am the most organized of all the streamers that have ever lived. Oh, I better change my layer. You will not believe the nightmare I had cleaning my layers after last week's streams. It was like, remove layer, remove layer, remove layer, remove layer. Anyway, here goes. I'm bringing on my guest. Hey. Hello. You are live, by the way. I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I was so worried for a second. I was like, no, not again. We just tested this. It's working. It's all good. Pardon? Oh, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I'm doing good. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, sweet. And you're thrown into the deep end with my chat too. Oh no. No, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. That's good. All right. Hey, Seven. Welcome, welcome. So why don't you introduce yourself to everyone? Hang on just a sec. People say, hang on, they can't hear you. I'm so sorry, hang on.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, try talking now.
Is that better?
Oh god, yes. So, I don't think anyone heard all that, so I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. So should I wait for you to go again, or
reintroduce yourself again.
Okay, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool. So basically my name is YungSeti, or Adam Brahman. I run the pseudonym. I am in no sleep. Mostly working on some stuff right now that I can't say too much about, but I am excited to announce. But I do short horror for the most part. scripts, working on getting into comics, other things. And yeah, that's about it for right now. Would like to start doing more things on YouTube, so this could be a cool little segue into that. We'll see.
Nice. Do you mean narrations or something else?
Uh, I'm thinking more kind of along the lines of this. Actually, I'd like to interview more people in the horror community, writers, narrators, people who are behind some of the cool series that are going on. I don't know if you've seen the Backrooms short films that are on YouTube right now, but those are amazing. I'd love to talk to the guy behind those, stuff like that.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. You're very relaxed for your first interview as well.
I like to talk. That's the thing. So if I
Oh,
get the flow of that, I'll be.
your mic's a little bit fuzzy. Like there's a bit of static going on and off.
Let me see.
I'm s-
This is a new mic, so if that continues, I might just switch to the one on my phone
Okay.
because I'm not so sure what the deal is with this thing. We'll see.
Technology. It's infuriating.
Honestly, it's not my strongest suit.
It's all good. Let's see. Hello, Patrick. Welcome, welcome.
Tell me if anything improves, and if not, I'll just switch to the phone.
Okay, it sounds a bit better. Chat, can you let
Okay,
us
good.
know if if there's any audio issues or anything, please? Okay. And
Yeah,
also
I'll
ask
continue.
questions. So, what is your favorite story that you have written?
Oh, that's really tough. I think I can't beat my first one just because there's a lot of nostalgia with that for me. That was the first I ever had anything like go viral, or my phone was blowing up with messages and comments and people requesting to narrate it, which was such a crazy thing because like I grew up watching creepypastas back when it was just Slender Man and Jeff the Killer's rewrites. So it was a really surreal experience. So I think nothing will beat that one for me personally. But I wrote another one about called the thing about a fog on a lake. I forget the exact title I gave it because no sleep titles tend to be pretty long.
Mm.
But it's about a guy who takes his canoe out on a lake during a strange fog and ends up in this alien world. It was very H.P. Lovecraft, which is like my favorite writer of all time. So that's
Oh, yeah.
my personal favorite, I think.
So, do you like delving into like more Lovecraft and sci-fi type horror?
100%. I
Oh
think
yeah.
yeah, I think he to me is the greatest horror writer of all time in terms of just I can read his stories, listen to a narration of it, and I'm transported to this different, unfamiliar world, which is ultimately what I think horror is supposed to accomplish. Just take you somewhere scary, but a different kind of scary than the real life scary.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm getting this. So, you've seen my stream, so I imagine you know that Adam provides memes, and he just sent one.
Yeah.
And it's like Adam in the middle of an
See, I
interview.
just thought I haven't.
Pardon?
Sorry about that.
It's so good.
I just noticed I have a chat, so that's awesome.
Sorry, your mic was all choppy. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Sorry about that. I just noticed Lovecraft fan in the chat, so.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. There's plenty of us. I'm gonna share this damn meme. And hang on. I had questions too. So, what
Oh, no
tips do
problem.
you have for new authors, like wanting to get into no sleep stories?
The first thing I'd say is read a lot. I noticed like when I first got into writing, it's weird because I had read I used to read a lot as a kid, and I think like a lot of people, as I got older and life got faster, there was a period where I just kind of stopped, wasn't picking up books, wasn't reading for fun. And then I'd say my freshman year of college, I really got back into it after reading Hell House by Richard Matheson. And so that got me wanting to write again. And I wrote, but I wasn't reading that actively at that point. So I'd say the first thing to do is just read often, because that's the only real way to know what writers who are better than yourself are doing. And then the second thing I would say is don't listen to that little voice in your head that's always telling you that your work sucks or that your work isn't as good as the other person, because most of the time that voice is saying it about your most successful work or the that. If I have to come up with any advice, I think those would be the two biggest pieces.
It cut. I'm sorry. I think you may need to switch to your phone because it cut out.
Yeah, no problem.
It's all good.
Problem. Yeah, I'll get it's right next to me. Figured this might be an eventuality with this new mic.
I wasn't sure if it was my internet connection too because it's powered by emus.
Yeah, I'll switch to that right now.
Videt BB. Meat Shield BB. Hello.
Alrighty. How's that?
Okay, that's much better. Thank you.
Perfect,
So,
perfect. No problem.
all right. So chat.
Also, I'm just gonna warn. I have a little bit of a cough right now, so if I mute myself, that's why.
Oh, that's all good. It's all good. I do the same as well. Um, let's see. So Lone Wolf would like to know, what is your social media links?
So Twitter is r/YungSeti stories. On Reddit, it's just u/YungSeti, and then my subreddit is r/Seti stories. And those are really the only social media where I'm active. I have an Instagram that's just YungSeti. I haven't posted too much on it, though I would like to be a little more active pretty soon. Also, shout out to Vid if I see you in the comments. Love your narrations.
He does amazing narration.
Absolutely amazing.
Right. Oh, sorry. So you said that you write mostly horror. So do you write any other topics other than horror?
Not so much. I've been thinking about writing. I'm very interested in alt history, like alternate history, just different stories about what if this battle had gone this way? What if this happened instead of this? So I think eventually I'd like to dip my toe into that, but right now I'm just very, very horror focused. That's it's kind of my obsession. That's what I like doing, and I have ADHD, so I notice if I veer into too many lanes, I spread myself too thin. So right now I'm finally seeing some momentum with this, so I want to keep it going.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I have so many series that I've started. I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
Literally me too. I have, I think, over 80 stories on Google Docs that are just in various points of almost being finished or 2 paragraphs in or half a page. It's a mess. I really have to just like stop starting new things.
I'm like that too. I was looking through my list of unfinished stories, and it's so long, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
What?
but it's also great because I find when I have writer's block, I only need to be able to do just enough to get those things done. I don't have to come up with a whole new concept. So sometimes it comes in handy.
It does. Like sometimes, like I'll use a bit of that for an existing story, like, and then
Yeah, it's like
connect
a
them
bit
together.
of a superpower.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
that's what I'm gonna call it now. My ADHD, my superpower.
Exactly, exactly. I
Oh,
always say it's a pain in the butt, but I don't think I'd be able to do what I can without it.
you know what? That's true. That's a good way to look at it. Adam has a wait, so before I'm gonna just share a meme. Hang on. So the meme should be live now. So I've been promising Adam a recipe called the potato bake ever since 2019. And the joke is he will get it eventually, but because I'm a demon, I've got no concept of time. So, yeah.
Is today the day?
No, today is not the day.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be here for something like legendary.
Maybe I'll put a big announcement on Twitter. Like I'll do a full live stream.
Oh, I'll be here for it. I'll be here for it.
Nice.
Because I love this. Look at the talent. Look at the time that went into the memes.
Adam is the lord of memes.
I can tell. Also, yeah, always gotta respect a fellow Adam's meme game. So,
That's
shout
true.
out to Adam.
There's 3 Adams. There's another Adam in the chat too. So.
Oh, hello to the 3rd Adam as well. Who's the 3rd Adam? I haven't seen him yet, I don't think.
He was further up. Let's see. I don't know if he's still here. Adam Faris.
And how you doing, 3rd Adam? Adam's taking over the chat today.
Yep, it's the invasion of the Adams. Nice.
Gotta love it.
All right. So Sabin asks, who or what inspired you to start writing?
I think it's a couple friends of mine actually. I've got 2 friends there. They're not writers, but they're musicians. Who, when I was in college, I realized I think I had that thing that a lot of artists have, or a lot of people in general, where I was like 2 years in, and I realized what I was doing was something I thought I should be doing, but had no actual interest in, which at that time was computer science. So I was like, am I gonna keep doing this, go into debt, do this for the rest of my life, and just kind of hate it, or am I gonna try to write professionally. And I know people say it's a crazy chance and it can never happen. Like there's no likelihood of that being a thing, but at the very least I can try while I'm still young and say that I tried and then come back if I need to. So I had 2 friends of mine who were attempting to make music, and they just kind of pursued it with so much passion. I was like, if they can do that, why can't I do this? And it just kind of springboarded me into writing, and left college and started doing this full time because I had that my dad and my mom's support, which I think is something that was a really, really big deal. And after that, I had that first story go viral. I really haven't looked back since, and I don't plan to.
Hell yeah. Will you be publishing a book of your stories at some point?
That's 100% the goal. Again, I'm sure you know with ADHD, the issue for me with the book is I want to have, like, even if it's an anthology, I'd like a concise sort of overarching theme or story I'm trying to tell with it. And I find that I find so many different things interesting at different points that it's hard to stick to wanting to write that one thing. But as time goes on, I'm finding that my stories are sort of having that happen already organically. So I think in the next few years, I'm definitely going to do that.
Hell yeah. Make sure you let everyone know, because like I'd like to pick one up.
Oh, 100%. No,
Hell
for sure,
yeah.
and I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Hello, professional paranormal research. Welcome, welcome. Adam says, "Damn, now I gotta, now I gotta go fight SETI. I'm sorry, man. It's the Highlander rule."
One of us is gonna have to change our name at the end of this. There can only be one.
Yep. Sorry. It's just the way it is.
Oh, dude, this is a cutthroat chat. That's tough.
Yep. My chat, it's a ruthless place to be. Usually they pick on me instead.
I'm getting it. Too many Adams in one room. I get it.
Yep. Adam's getting all territorial. He's like, "This is mine."
We're used to be usually being like the first son or something, so I get it.
Oh,
a little
no.
big-headed.
So Adam just made a meme.
Oh damn! Have I been memed already?
Already.
I love this. I feel like a real part of the community now.
No, Adam, you can never stop making memes. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Meme on Twitter. Let's see.
So if ever Adam ever stops making memes, this is gonna be your new job, by the way.
Oh, my new job?
Yep, you have to come
learn
and
to make memes.
Yep, you have to
Oh
make.
Lord.
You have to make memes for us.
Writer and professional meme craft. Love this. Writer and professional meme craft. I'll put it on the resume.
Yes. Ooh, wait, Vidith made one too. So Richard asks, what got you into horror? So while you answer that question, I will be fighting with more memes.
For me, I think it's what did it for a lot of kids born in the late 90s or mid 90s or early 2000s, which was the Goosebumps books. Those covers, like, I was just talking to a friend about this a few days ago, actually. He might be listening. Shout out to you, Patrick. The Goosebumps books were the ones that got it for me because the art on those covers always, like, even before I read, there was just something about it that, like, captured me. So when I first picked those up as a kid, I was instantly obsessed. And I remember saying I wanted to write something like this. And from there, that was all she wrote, basically. I started reading Fear Street, more R.L. Stine stuff. I graduated, like I said, to H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King, all the other stuff. And then I think what really hit it home for me was in the 2010s when creepypasta got big, when they started talking about when, like, Slender Man was a thing. Because for me, I always say that's our generation's boogeyman. I used to be afraid to look out my window at night and peer into the forest for just, like, in the off chance I would see a pale white face looking back at me. So the creepypasta stuff really added a new element of love to it for me, because there was this cool, like, I can write a story that I might scare people so much as a thing that it's real, which might sound mean, but, like, as a writer, there's something about knowing your work can elicit that from people that's really cool.
That's true. Sorry, I'm just still fighting with my leg.
Oh no, you're fine.
It's like my permanent
you're getting, like,
state.
bombarded with memes.
I got hit with, like, 2 at once. So
this whole screen is just gonna be memes by the end of this.
Yep. Here it is. I'm trying not to laugh at the tiny hands reference, but goddammit, Vidith, why did you do this? Gomez, I love you. Hello. Oh yes, and also Seven brought Nicolas Cage animal memes to my chat.
Okay.
Those were a weird. That was a weird time.
It's the only meme I don't understand. I feel left out.
Oh, so basically, the tiny hands. Oh, no. Bit of what have you done? So there's a snowman and it has really tiny hands, and I just see it. And it's the most funny thing ever. And it's taken on its life of its own. Like there's like lore and everything now behind the tiny hands. And it's just,
that's beautiful. I love how the chat has the entire like backstory. There's seasons of the live stream you have to catch up to.
I don't my chat is just something else. It's a real crazy place.
I love it.
It's like, what are you guys doing? What's happening?
There's our own community, inside jokes, everything's happening here.
Yep. Yep. Oh. Tiny has involved a Tony hands.
Also, I agree. I saw a vid say that creepypastas are this generation's campfire stories, and I 100% agree with that.
That is true. That is true. If I'm ever quiet or distracted, I am listening. I'm just fighting with my layers. I should just have a sign up fighting with layers. Be right back.
Yeah, no, I fully get that. I already had enough technological issues myself tonight.
Why does techno?
Yeah, honestly,
Adam, are you? Oh, sorry, wrong. Not you. Not you. Different Adam. Are you saying you don't want to do make memes for me anymore, Adam? Is this what you're saying? You meme up. And sometime I will do a stream on the full story of the tiny hands and how it evolved.
Yeah, that might need its own video. Stream its own video. I feel like there's a whole lot of backstory there.
Like, what's gonna happen in about a year and a half? Someone's actually gonna do a deep dive into what the tiny hands thing was about. Like, why were the tiny hands? What is it a reference to? I'm gonna deep dive into this.
I'm waiting for this. Waiting for the whole Lady Spook deep dive video on the tiny hands.
Oh no! Like, why did she find them funny? What trauma has she experienced because of tiny hands? So, Adam says, "Where do you think the next big trend in horror? Sorry, where do you think the next big trend in horror stories is going to be, or what on?"
That's actually a really good question. I saw a video. I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about the concept that basically the big horror concept of the year is going to have something to do with what people are generally afraid of. And so I tend to try to think of what it is I think everyone's scared of right now. War and just impending doom, climate change, all these things seem like they're at the tip of everybody's tongue. So I could see it moving towards like more like I haven't seen something like War of the Worlds in a long time. I could see things like that again. The idea of destruction coming from space or something else. I could see more, like I've talked about earlier, Lovecraft-esque horror, the idea of these ancient, unknowable gods or beings that are just bearing down upon us that we're powerless to, because I think a lot of people feel powerless right now just by everything going on around them. But that is a really good question. It could end up being neither of those things, because I think how people's fear ends up being represented in art can be really weird sometimes. But I think that's the best part about horror, too, is just seeing how that happens.
Nice. That was a really good answer. Sorry, I just got another meme.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, just drinking some water.
It's all good. It's referred to as a sippy sip.
Oh, there's even terminology I have to learn.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me. I should have made this clear. It's like, so when you come on my stream, just remember, yeah, try to tone down the language, yeah, all that sort of stuff. And if you drink, it's referred to as a sippy sip.
A sippy sip. All right, we'll learn this.
So there's a new meme that was brought by Seven. Please, guys, I'm trying so hard to not laugh.
I love this. I just saw that.
Please.
Need a hand, the little tiny hand guy in the top left. Love this.
Guys, I'm trying my hardest, and you're all making it hard for me. Ooh, Patrick.
Like I feel like someone has to be getting paid for this.
Patrick says, have you ever scared yourself while writing any scary stories? If so, which one?
Yes, and so I don't know if there's a family-friendly chat. But like in America, marijuana is a legal substance, which definitely is something that I've partaken in before when writing. And I like to go outside because I think the best thing to do when you're writing is be a little spooked yourself, because
Mm.
it's hard to like. It's like I say, I think it's hard to write probably a breakup song if you're a singer and you just got happily married and you're looking over at your girlfriend and you're like, oh, this is the like I mean, this is the best. I think you kind of need to tap into that thing. So I like to go outside. We have a forest right behind my house and get creeped out a little bit. And whatever I'm getting creeped out by, I try to follow that path of like, all right, what do I think that is? What's if something's lurking in the dark, what's lurking in the dark and why am I afraid of it? Is it got 6 arms? Is it, and whatever that is, I want to follow that thread into writing it. And I think one time I did that a little too well. And it was, I haven't actually released it yet. It's one of those millions of half written stories that I've got on the computer. But it was about something that lurks around corners and taps to get your attention and try to lure you around that corner, because I heard a noise from around that corner that I'm sure was a raccoon. But even getting that concept and starting to write it while I was out there was scaring me. So I ended up having to go back inside and just like, okay, this is a little too much, because it was to the point that I was just sure something was gonna come around the corner and grab me.
Oh no, that's a good. It's like, so your message is absolutely scare yourself before you write.
Yeah, I think that's the best. Like whatever you're gonna do, whatever emotion you're trying to tap into, I think it's best to have that emotion when you're writing. Because like my best stories that I've written were about things or came based off of things that terrified me. Like the first one, the 911 dispatcher that did really well, was after I listened to one of those YouTube videos. It's like, oh, 10 scariest 911 calls, and I remember hearing one that just absolutely like horrified me. And in it, there was a woman just screaming, and like that scream to this day, like just it chills me every time I think about it. And so I took that feeling and kind of moved it to something paranormal, because I always say the best part about horror is you can be scared of something that's not real. Like it's not something real and tragic and terrible, but you're afraid of the goblins and the ghosts and the boogeyman, and ultimately you know that Jason Voorhees is not going to kick your door in when you go to bed, but you can still be a little afraid of that. So I took that feeling and wanted to turn it into something paranormal, supernatural.
Nice.
And I think that's the best thing you can do.
That's what I try to do with my stories. If something scares me, I'm like, I'm gonna write about this. I'm gonna write about you, creepy man.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to get it out.
Yeah. Also, mods, could you put in the link to the video? I actually did a narration of my final call as a police dispatcher. It's an amazing story too.
I was gonna say, yeah, you did great on that too.
Hello Sharkbite. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. Hello Cement Shoes. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Okay, Infinite says, everybody is scared of me.
Also, yeah, I saw what Iced Coffee said, and I've done that too, and it's absolutely the worst. Like, yeah, there's something about 911 calls. It's just, it's a different type of chilling.
I'm so behind on the chat. So Adam says, things we're all afraid of. Where's calculus homework horror stories then?
I haven't seen it, but you may have given me an idea. It'd be fun to try to figure that out.
Do it. Do it. Hello, Iced Coffee. Welcome, welcome. Breathly, thank you. So I don't know if you played Skyrim, but Laura would like to know Imperials or Stormcloaks.
I did when I was pretty young, but I remember that I was Stormcloaks, Team Stormcloaks all day.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Oh no, have I broken another unspoken stream rule? Is this one of those?
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those little tests,
dude.
like, no, no. Also, there are some more memes coming in, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a meme coming up, I just feel it now.
Yep, yep. Oh, no, there was another meme. I was trying to, like, let you talk for a bit, but... Alright. We're gonna run out of room.
I was gonna say, we're absolutely losing screen space here. It's just gonna be memes overlapping memes at this point.
I love when people who've never been to one of my live streams show up and they're like, what the... Alright, so it's gonna be in the top right corner.
Alright, let's see. It's like we're filling out a puzzle here.
Yep. Yep. Oh no, not...
I'm waiting anxiously.
It should be appearing now. Hang on. Yeah, it should be on there now. I hope.
Yeah, yes, 100%. That's the face and everything. This is my favorite one. Okay, if you can send this to me, I have to post this one on Twitter. This is good.
Could someone please send that to him on Twitter?
Yeah. It's like I'm in a foreign country and everyone's laughing. I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying myself, so I'm gonna laugh too.
Oh no, Seven, no, why did you? Oh, this is getting weird. Alright, so you're going to see the Tiny Hand Snowman, but with an added feature.
Oh, great.
It's like...
Let's see. I'm trying to. We have one last place to put this, and then.
Oh no, we just go over the top.
These other memes.
Yep, just.
Oh, we're gonna start overlapping.
Yep. Alright, so it's in the remaining space. So that's the Tiny Hand Snowman. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Why? Oh, this is incredible. Fear of tax returns, story purchase.
That's another one. That might be another one. Just have a whole series of like mundane but terrifying horror stories.
Hell yeah. Hello, Sophia. Welcome.
Oh my god, that is disturbingly tiny hands. I do understand. Those hands are not right.
Someone understands the tiny hands, everyone. He understands. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's odd. They couldn't have found anything bigger than that. Put some gloves on, maybe.
Yes.
But then those may be gloves, and that could just be a massive snowman.
Well, it's supposed to be like, I can't remember what state it is, but they have a giant snowman, and it's got little hands. Just look at it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hands by any means. T-Rex type thing going on here.
Hey, baby, Miss Creepy Tails, I loves you, BBs. Okay,
That's creepy.
Alright, have a good one, Lone Wolf. Thank you so much for dropping by.
All right, Lone Wolf.
What's the new feature? Wait, what new feature? So lost. Oh, Laura would like to know your thoughts on Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, thoughts on Dr. Pepper. I like it. I'm more of a mug root beer guy myself if I'm gonna go out and drink soda. That's my first choice, but I'm not opposed to Dr. Pepper by any means.
So Laura is determined to get me to drink Dr. Pepper because it's not really over here very much.
I saw a little bit of that on Twitter. I was like, this is interesting. We got some big Dr. Pepper fans in the community.
I know, it's just my chat is a very interesting place.
That's not a bad drink. If you haven't tried it, I definitely would recommend trying it. I know some big Dr. Pepper fans. It tends to be one of those ones.
Hell yeah. So Vidith is on a roll today with the memes.
Oh, Vidith tagged me in some of the lore for this movement.
Oh.
Oh, this is fantastic. He's got a timeline.
What do you mean? It wasn't... What do you mean? No, it didn't start out as Tony Hands. Vidith, what are you doing? No.
Historians are having debates now. This is officially a point of controversy.
Brought tiny hands. It's like, why is there a fight? Like, we're all canceling each other on Twitter.
Biggest controversy to hit a horde Twitter is the tiny hands movement.
Yep. Oh, goddamn. Alright. Here it is for people. It's in the bottom right corner.
Oh, there's a Lord. I'd love to see the reactions of anyone who just tunes in right now and takes a look at the screen like, okay, I've definitely missed something.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yep, there.
It's weird. I've got people who like have come to my live streams and they expect something very different, and they hear me just giggling over everything. They're like, you don't sound like what I expect. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah. And they're expecting like creepy music in the background.
Yeah.
Like Tales of the Crypt.
Yeah, like I have done that before, but like then the memes started and my life changed from there.
Even demons have to enjoy memes. This is just a universal thing.
Yep. Once the memes have started, once Adam started really making the memes, it went somewhere else. Hashtag try out Dr. Pepper, lady. I'll do it.
You're gonna have to film a reaction to that now. With the excitement they've gotten, the comments for this, the Dr. Pepper reaction video.
We should. Actually, we should. I should have a live stream where I review all the little hand memes.
And memes while drinking Dr. Pepper. It would do
That
a
would be
million
cool.
views.
And I could also have one where I have like chicken nuggets for the first time in ages. I think that would be amazing.
I do remember that being a chat meme.
Oh my god, like I did, to be fair, I did used to eat a lot of chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I remember that being a chat meme. I figured that had to be, there had to be some truth to that.
Yep. Hey Maskino, welcome. Oh yeah, my chatter mate, welcome. Sorry. Chatter voice. Don't worry, it's weird. Anyway. Oh, so Patrick has a question. What are your long-term goals in the horror genre?
Realistic goals and unrealistic goals, because I feel like you should have both with any dream. There's that. It's a super sappy saying, the whole reach for the sky, the stars, because if you miss, you'll still touch the sky. Like the long-term goal, I'd love to be the biggest ever doing it at this point, at least. I feel like it's been a long time since we've had in horror someone like Stephen King, someone who was mainstream with a lot of mainstream appeal. Because like one of my favorite writers, for instance, is Laird Barron, who I think is amazing. But when I talk to like my friends who aren't big readers about Laird Barron, like I don't know what a Laird Barron is. So that would be my big dream, and then my realistic dream is just I would like to write professionally. I'd like to be in a writer's room as my day job. That's something that just seems absolutely amazing. Just full time, yeah. That's the dream.
That is definitely the dream. Iced Coffee says there should be a Tiny Hands creepypasta.
It's creepypasta.
Please do it, please. That would be amazing. I love the Tiny Hands.
Oh my god! Just make a special creepypasta for this community.
It's weird because
all the writers of this community will come together and we'll do something, a creepypasta about the tiny hands.
I think that would be the most amazingly beautiful thing, and I think I'd cry. This is beautiful, thank you. So there's yet another meme.
Laura suggests is saying she could do it.
Hell yeah, Laura, hell yeah. Alright, so there's another one. It should be going up on the screen soon. But that must be what it's like for newbies coming to my streams. Just so much confusion. So much.
Up the bedside. Adam's already dropping excerpts of his Bram Stoker award-winning story in here. I'm loving this.
Yeah, do it. Write it, Adam. Write it. Everyone just write it. Just write. Oh, my BB's posted some of the exclusive emojis. If anyone would like to become a channel member, you get access to those. Oh, BB's, I'm sorry, BB's. Look after yourself, BB's. Have a good one. Rest well. So I should do this in my narration voice. So, Adam says, and then its tiny wooden gloved hands creeped up the bedside. Give me more, Adam.
He's already got a hit here.
He does. He does. Okay, what other questions did I have? Oh, I think we touched on this before, but like, do you think horror as a concept is good or bad for society?
I think it's good. I think that with limitations, like with all things, of course, I think that there are some like horror movies, for instance, some genres of horror that are just gross for the sake of gross or extra for the sake of extra. And I think you can kind of tell the difference. But I think it's good for society because, like anything else, it's an outlet. I've read stories written by victims of certain crimes who have used that as an outlet to express trauma and gain some power back. I myself have had traumatic experiences that I've gone and written something about, and I felt just 10 times better. And I think there's no such thing as a bad art form. But like all things, I think it depends on your intent, for sure.
That's true. I like that. Oh no. Adam, for Lady's next birthday, we all write a Tiny Hands horror story.
Yeah. I'll take part in it. Let's get a chat going or something, a Twitter group.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I would read them out too. But I agree with that. Like
a whole thing, a whole event.
Oh, sorry. horror is really useful to express your trauma and get your power back if you've had traumatic experience things.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Vidith says,
Also, I think it's just fun.
yeah. Excellent. Vidith says, that's a great outlet for sure. Hell yeah. Richard says, how does one join your channel? I can't remember how to join my channel. Oh, there's under the likes, there's a thing that says join. You just click that and you go through. I think.
Yeah, on my computer it pops up next to this. If you're on the computer, I think it's by the subscribe button.
Okay.
And then also if you try to react in the chat with one of the emojis, your channel emojis, I think it'll give you an option.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was like,
sometimes I'm good with tech.
I know. I was like, hang on, wait. Oh no, 7. There's another meme. Are you all trying to crash my computer with all the layers, Adam? God damn it. So, 7. Wait for it. Okay, it's up. Actually, I should have moved that in a different spot. Okay, here goes. Alright, there we go. It should be up. Thank you, Laura.
Tiny Hands Kiwi. Oh, great. And we'll get it starring Ryan Reynolds. That'll be perfect.
I don't
He's
know.
actually,
Oh, no, keep going,
he picked up the rights for a different no sleep story. I think The Patient Who Almost Made Me Quit Medicine. So we could write this and get Ryan Reynolds to make the adaptation, guys. Let's do it.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'll tell him, it's like, you have to come on my live stream if you want this story.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. Ryan Reynolds would just be utterly confused by the chat.
He's like, now chat, be nice. My chat's like, no. Like a weird rite of passage.
The hazing of Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like my chat will haze you. Hell yeah, Vidith. Hell yeah. Oh, so many memes. Alright, good night, Richard. Thank you for joining us. It was greatly appreciated. And I'm impressed. I know. I think it's because you saw some of my streams before. You knew what to expect.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I've been in the chat before, sometimes being goofy myself. Like I'm so
I remember.
used to this. Yeah, there's nothing, no shock to me here.
Iced coffee. My birthday is in late July, so mark it on your calendars. I will probably be having a birthday stream around that time, anyway, because I have them like every year. So this year I'll be 7002.
We'll have the Tiny Hand story done by then, guys.
Yep. I get like, wait, check my email. There's like a heap of Tiny Hand stories. Like, oh no.
50 stories about tiny-handed people.
Like, I could put out a long video. Susan will love me. Yes.
Get that algorithm going.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, pleasing the algorithm and Susan is just something you always have to do. It's just this endless task of pleasing.
Yeah, that's the one thing that like worries me with YouTube or trying to get into it, is I just hear so many YouTubers talk about the algorithm or how difficult it is, whereas like for Reddit, I think it seems pretty simple. If you know how to do a title well, decent intro paragraph, and you post, I think for me, usually early in the day, you're gonna get traction. YouTube just seems really, really random. I don't even know where to begin.
It's tied heavily to watch time and consistency. At least in my experience.
So, I need to. I guess I have to jump in at some point. I always tell myself I'm gonna, and then I'm like, there's so many things you have to learn. Video editing, how to get the audio stuff to work, which I clearly couldn't figure out for the stream. So I don't even want to begin to get into that.
It worked in the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no stress. And if you need a hand, I'll help you out.
I appreciate that, because yeah, I'll definitely need help figuring that stuff out.
And then I'll be like,
especially the editing softwares.
oh, I can help you. So, like, lots of people use different ones. I use HitFilm Pro, but there's HitFilm Express, and that's free.
HitFilm Pro, and is that because I know I've heard a lot of people talk about Final Cut. There's something else I'm forgetting. Is there like a big difference between all of them?
I don't know. Like, I think they generally let you do the same thing, but it's just what works best for you. So just like maybe get trial versions and see how.
I'll have to get started.
Do
Start
it.
seeing about this. I'll have to reverse interview you when I get to interview on that channel.
Oh,
hopefully
hell
by that
yeah.
point I've got some memes in that chat, some inside jokes. So we'll see.
And put me on the spot too. I'll be like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening? after the stream meme. Let's see.
Yeah, I might try to poach some of your meme makers.
we can share them. Hey, Sarah sis. Yes, I'm still quite a young demon. Let's see. Oh, there's another meme. Here goes. It's in the top right corner.
Have a good one, Adam. Other Adam.
All right.
Top right corner.
Bye, Adam. Be good. Thank you for coming. The
oh,
Lord
I'm
of
Adam 3.
Wait, Adam, you're not Adam 2. There was another. You know what? I'm just not gonna argue. All right, bye, Adam.
You're just gonna have to reshuffle the deck, get new numbers. You can't settle with Adam 3.
You're just gonna have to slay all the Adams in battle. It'll be glorious.
Maybe for each one that like leaves the chat, I'll move up in the ranks. So I guess now I'm Adam 2.
Well, I don't know. Adam Farris, are you still here?
If not, I'm the main Adam. I'm the last Adam on the mountain.
Yep. So therefore, you are now the Adam.
Oh, let's go. I always knew this day would come.
Did you see the latest meme?
Where I feel top 3. Which one is it? I feel like oh, you guys. I guess the chat's not. You guys are great though. I love you guys.
That is something else. Oh no, Vid has made another meme too. Hello, Baron. Welcome, welcome. So there's another.
There's no trace of what that screen used to be.
Yep, none. It's just I always make thumbnails, but oh, it's so nice, and it always gets just covered.
Yeah, it's just a meme city.
So Baron made a bingo game associated with my streams.
Okay, how does this work?
So, Baron, would you like to show the card that I found and you were horrified by that fact I found it? Hang on. Okay. Hang on.
No problem.
Hang on, I just need to find it. Found it. So I'm just gonna post it in the chat because, you know. So basically, people will try to subtly get me to say certain things. And yeah, so.
You're gonna have to see this now. Okay. Oh wow, there's a whole bingo thing for it. That's cool.
Yep. Yep.
This is gonna be a picture. There's like a whole little website.
Yeah, it is a tad dated, Baron. I'll find that one too, don't worry.
CODEX is mentioned. Penguins are mentioned. Smoke. So let me see how many of these I've already seen. So makes a scene. Oh well, there's already one of them. The Sippy Sip has been mentioned, I think twice. That's gone. There's yet to be a Defense of Australia, so I don't have a bingo there yet. F's and chats. There was a mention of Nuggies.
Yep. Yep. That's true. No mention of Tiny Hands, so it needs to be updated.
Like that 100% needs to be updated. Like that, a mention of Tiny Hands, then a mention of the screen is not yet full of memes. Has to be one of them. Or is full of memes. Needs to be one of them.
I think you got some work, Baron. Like, so did everyone see the new meme, the "Be nice to my guests" in the chat? No, I don't think I will.
I will.
It is confusing keeping
It's the
track.
best meme format.
Alright, so there's a new meme. This one was made by Vidith. The Meat Shield BB.
Let's see this. I feel like someone should be getting paid for these memes. There's just so much content happening here.
Alright, Tony Handstrong, become a lady member. Become Bog. Thank you, Vidith. That's so cool. Ah, goddamn. Vidith, you're trying so hard to make the timeline canon.
That's a good one. That should be like an advertisement. You should use that.
I should. Hello, Alternative Night. Welcome. This is just chaos. Hey, Terra Talks. Good to see you too. Welcome. Mascuno says, I made fun of Australia already. Mascuno, when don't you make fun of Australia? I mean, that's the real question.
Love Australia.
Australia's the best.
Just, there's terrifying creatures down there, but other than like animals that shouldn't exist, I love Australia.
Look, Australia.
There's some horrifying things down there.
Australia isn't that bad. It's very, very it's very exaggerated how dangerous things are.
I feel like every time I Google like horrifically poisonous spider or big bug, I look at where it is, scroll down, oh, Australia, alrighty.
No, look, it's fine. Just don't worry about it. Just don't look at them. They just want to do their thing.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It's fine. You should come visit sometime. It'll be fantastic.
Is that the thing? I was there. We went to the. I saw the Sydney Opera House, and then we went to the Gold Coast. And I think I chose the worst possible time to go to the Gold Coast because it was during schoolies.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yep. The hotel was just nothing but drunk teenagers and like just yelling and loud music.
Yep. Not the best time to come.
How do Australians feel about that? Like, is everyone just used to it at this point, or is anyone like, oh god, is it this time of year?
Well, it happens only like in the Gold Coast, like it's sort of the place to go.
Right.
So it's just like.
So it's kind of like Fort Lauderdale, I think, in the U.S.
So that's basically where all the.
No, you're fine. It was the absolute worst place and worst time to go, I guess.
No, don't mention VB, Vidith. Goddamn. Get that in ya. God damn it, Vidith. Pangoria arc. Yes, they. Oh, god damn it. Hang on. Wait. There's another meme.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, I'm just now. There are memes. I can't even remember what the original memes were on the page at this point. I'm trying to see if there are any.
I'll try to. The font is a little tricky on this one to read, but with the dedication, you will all lean close to the screen and read it yourselves. Hang on, I'm fighting with my layers.
Okay, I gotta step away one quick sec. My cat is meowing to be let in my room. I'll be right back.
Kitty! That's okay. Okay, so the meme should be appearing. Also, feel free to jump in with any questions or comments for YungSeti. This is a lot of fun. Wait. Oh no, Vidith, what have you done? Alright, to the Twitters. Oh no. VB long neck. Are you just tagging me? You're tagging so much today. I'm just. This is amazing. Absolutely chaotic and amazing, and I love it so much. This is just something else. I can't.
Sorry about that. Little guy wanted to be fed, so I just ran to go get his food.
So do you have a photo that you're willing to share with us of your cat?
Of my cat. Let me look. I have so many photos, I'm sure. I'll probably post one on Twitter, and I can tag you on it. And
oh yeah.
Post that or share that. Let's see. His name is after my favorite horror novelist, because I love Lovecraft, but I prefer short stories. And Richard Matheson was the writer of Hell House, which is the book that got me back into writing. So let's see if I can find a good Matheson picture. Matthew for short.
Oh, cute. I love cats.
He's my boy.
Cats
Me too. I feel like I don't know what the correlation is, but I feel like if you like horror, you have to enjoy cats to some extent.
I think so too. It's law. This is written down now. It's like as important to my chat as tiny hands.
That's I can 100% stand behind that law. I don't trust people who don't like cats. Something wrong with you.
Hush you, Maskino. No, Maskino is talking a lot of shit right now, but he is such a cat dad too. He is the biggest cat dad. I'm calling you out in public, Maskino. Oh, Vidith likes kitties too. Nice.
Trying to find a good one of him by himself, but it's all pictures of him with his brothers. I'll just post one of those.
Hell yeah. Kitties! Hang on, wait. I've actually got a GIF. Not a GIF. An emoji for my excitement about cats. Hell yeah! Oh yeah, welcome back, chatter. Alright, I'll wait for the cat. You got all muffled. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, we're an absolute cat family over here. My girlfriend and I we have a few of our own. Then my grandmother, we live with my grandma and my dad, so they have their own cats. It's a cat situation going on over here.
That just sounds amazing to me. Like, show me the
It is. I absolutely love them. I couldn't be happier. One more good picture of him.
Excellent.
There we go.
Alright. I wait.
These are him with his brothers, and post these on Twitter.
Bit of this is, I have a god who is basically a cat. Lady AF and Fuzzy. What? Lazy. I think that's lazy. A dog. Okay, say never mind.
Alright. I just posted it. There we go. Oh well, it's loading, but any second now.
I await it eagerly.
My
come
Wi-Fi
on.
is taking its sweet time, and there we go.
Come on. Come on. Oh, look at the floofs. Oh, I love kitties. This vital. Oh, look. Oh. Oh, can I post these on the stream?
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Excellent.
He's coming over to greet me as we speak.
Oh, kitty. This is just
Matheson's the black one. And then Poe is his brother, who he's hugging in the first picture.
Oh.
And then Shelly is the little orange one.
So precious. Oh my god. Oh my god, my layers are all fighting with each other. They're competing for dominance right now. Look at the floofs. Everyone look at the kitties. Oh, so cute.
Heart that adore these boys.
Oh.
They have a sister named Luna. She's also a black cat. She had a condition when she was born, so she was born with one eye. But she's it makes her all the more feisty. But yeah, she's running around the house somewhere right now.
Oh, they're so cute. You come on.
Yeah, they love it.
You come on my stream again. Like, so how are the cats doing? Just constantly asking you about the cats and nothing else.
That's most people's first question to me about whenever they've like met my animals. Is, oh, how are the cats or how are the dogs?
Like, I'm doing okay. No, your animals. Oh, you've got dogs too. Puppies.
Yeah, Ryder and Scarlet are the other names. We got them pretty recently, actually. They're technically my dad's because he's always wanted to have dogs, and then he just finally felt like he was at a point in life where he's like, yeah, why not? I want to have them, but we love them so much. The cats love them, so it's like a perfect little situation.
So I got some more of the kitties up.
Yeah. And if you hear any meowing over the headset, it's because he's trying to rub his face on my head while while I interview. He gets very annoyed when he's not the center of attention.
Oh, he's so precious. I'm already. Oh, so
That's
cute.
their favorite spot is the stairs. It's like they go one stair apart as if they're trying to trip us. So if I'm smart enough to skip stairs, I'll end on one of them. They try to get me in the night. We always have to come out with the flashlights on the phones when we go downstairs because they'll just sit there just like that.
Oh.
Little mischievous creatures.
Hello, Christopher. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you.
These are my babies. I absolutely love them.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna post the last one. I like how it went from normal thumbnail to cats.
They're just completely cat dominated now.
Yep.
This is the internet, memes and cats in a nutshell.
Yep, that's how it goes. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a hard time cleaning my layers after this, but it's going to be worth it. It will be worth every second. I need more room. I need to just like take over some other random person's live stream and just be like, here, look at these cats. Look how cute they are. We're
using the stream for picture display.
Yep.
Stare at the cats.
Always have to stare at the cats. Alright. Alright, that'll do. Alright, here we go.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that the Puma socks are a perfect addition. But it said.
Absolutely perfect. Let's see. Oh, they're just so cute. This conversation's gone all over the place.
No, it's great though. I love it.
Yes!
It's my favorite thing.
Got
yeah. Some cats, some memes, a little bit of everything. It's perfect.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, let's see. What other questions can we ask? What is your favorite food?
Oh, that is a tough one. This is a very specific one. So, well, there's two types. One, which is Southern fried mac and cheese, which is a traditionally Black American dish, which is like baked mac and cheese, which is absolutely amazing. And then my other is called chicken biryani. I grew up at an Indian, like I went to a school that was mostly Indian and Pakistani students, and a lot of the food that we ate at lunch was Indian or Pakistani food. And biryani is, I think it's both. I don't know who had what first. I don't want to make anyone mad, so I'm not gonna say who. But I think it's like the best rice dish in the world. It can be made with chicken or lamb. It's spicy if you love spicy food. It's absolutely fantastic. It's like a dead tie between those two.
Nice. Oh no, Seven, what did you do? Seven? Alright, Vidith BB, Mitchell BB, be good. Alright, so the memes have returned. Always the way it goes. Always the way it goes. I'm gonna try to
memes work non-stop.
Yep. Once the memes of my chat start, there is no stopping it. Oh my god, my layers are just fighting for dominance right now. They're just like, alright, here we go. Also, Nicolas Cage is a thing too. So it should be up now.
Let's see, if it's to pop on my screen, gotta see it.
It'll come. It takes a little bit for it to like finally load, though.
Yeah, you thinking I'm going to write the Tiny End story? I like that.
So Nicolas Cage animal memes were very much a thing. Seven brought that to the chat. I don't know.
Okay. Let's get Nicolas Cage cat memes. Who will take up the challenge?
It's just so weird. Oh, Seven sounds like Seven has decided to embrace the memes and is currently creating them now. Nice.
Oh, this is beautiful. Memes will retake the screen soon enough.
Yep, it depends. Will I get animal pictures first, or will I get... just...
A true battle of the internet, memes versus animals.
Yes, that's always how it goes. I really love the idea of someone just coming into the chat and just seeing this and expecting, you know, more of a formal interview, and then this is memes cats, yes.
They're like, wait, this is horror. Why are there so many cats and Nicolas Cage on the screen?
Let's see. Okay, Alternative Night, thank you very much for coming. Ooh, hope to see you soon. Excellent, excellent. It's all good. It's all good. We've talked about tips for new writers. What other types of stories?
Oh.
So do you watch? Do you just watch horror, or do you watch other things as well? Like, what's your favorite TV show?
It's funny enough, I don't watch much horror outside of YouTube because I tend to think, and maybe this is, I'm biased, I've come off the internet, but I think all the best things in the world of horror right now are happening on the internet. So I don't tend to bother too much with television. I watch a lot of like sci-fi though. I love and fantasy. As much as the season ended, the show didn't end well for me. I've been doing a rewatch of Game of Thrones recently, just because up until like season 7, 8-ish, or no, season 7, I didn't go to 8. What was the last season? I forget. What do you know what number that was?
I can't remember. Game of Thrones. I do watch it. I watch the series, but like
whatever.
The last season.
Gave us the Starbucks cup.
The last season was just like but like
yeah,
it was gradually.
Ended...
Sorry. No, keep going.
No, you're fine.
No, you go.
Oh no, yeah, just I agree. You said like it just gradually was getting worse, but the way it ended especially felt upsetting. Like I'm not so mad that Bran and well, I'm spoilers for anyone who wants to hear Game of Thrones. I'm gonna give you guys like a spoiler warning. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All right. I'm not so mad about how it ended with Bran on the throne, but I wish they would have like hinted at that a little more. I guess I feel like that happened really random. Like it never seemed to me that was ever a motivation of his going forward. But yeah, up until that last season, Game of Thrones to me was like the best, just one of the best shows ever, if not the best show ever. So I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones again. I don't know if you've ever heard of Westworld.
I've watched a little bit of Westworld, but not a lot.
Did you get like? Do you know how far you got into it? Did you ever finish that first season?
I think I watched the first season, but I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, I love that show. So I watched the first season like a while ago, then didn't watch it for a long time, so I had to watch that again and then catch up. I think that's an amazing show though. And then just a lot of animated stuff. I recently watched Winning Time, which is a Lakers show. I don't know if anyone's into sports, but if you are, it's a great show. And then I've been watching the same 5 episodes of Smiling Friends like again and again and again.
Nice. I've watched a couple of episodes of Smiling Friends, but not a lot.
There's only the one season out. I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes if I'm not mistaken. So there's not too much to watch, but what there is, I've been enjoying.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Ooh. Laura would like to ask you how you just came up with your name.
That's a good question. SETI, for me, well, so SETI, it came from the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, which is I don't know if it's an organization or a government body or what you'd call it here in the U.S. that's in charge of searching for signs of alien life. I always felt as a kid like I was the weirdo or the alien among people, and I always liked to have this headcanon in my mind that my ideas or the stories I write are all in universe and they're all ideas beamed into my head from something else or from some alien world. So I thought that would SETI, that's what they do. They receive signals supposedly from alien worlds. So that's kind of what I felt like I was doing. And then Young is just kind of a something used like for rap names or groups or something. So I just wanted something to go before SETI. So I said YungSeti, and that has been that.
Oh yeah.
And I love aliens. I love the concept of space aliens. I've always told my friends, God forbid, I don't want to die without ever having like stepped foot on a different planet or the moon or something. So I'm very into space. That's always been a big interest of mine.
So which planet would you like to visit?
I want to be a hipster and say Venus, just because I know no one's gonna say that. Like live in some cool cloud cities on Venus, because there's no way you could ever like touch the ground on Venus, obviously, because the pressure. But I'm gonna say Mars probably, just because I feel like it's the most realistic, and there'd be something about saying that you did that, stepping foot on Mars. That being said, I'm more than willing to let like several other people go before me to see what it's like first.
Yeah, that's that's probably a good idea.
But yeah, big space guy. That's where the name came from. And yeah, it's after that SETI. That I don't like to say it too much because I'm afraid one day if I ever do get some notoriety, they might come for me. I don't want to get sued. I don't know what the legality is on that.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Legal advice
Yeah,
from
you're
Lady
so funny.
Spookaria. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna get a meme on that now. Get Lady Spook's face put over Ace Ventura
Oh no.
or Ace Phoenix. Ace Phoenix.
Oh no. So Seven has made yet another meme for us.
Oh well.
Ah, my goodness. This is how frustrating it is when you're making a video and this happens. So it's a cat and a meme, so it's well suited. So it's up now. It should be going live very soon.
Let's see. Trying to guess which part of the screen. Let's see if I can figure it out. Oh, there it is. That's what I got when the program crashes after hours of running time. Oh yeah. I haven't had this. For me, it's when I'm trying to write in Google Docs and it's just telling me that it can't sync for whatever reason. I spend the next 5 minutes just arguing with my laptop.
Yeah. Oh, like I had a big video that I was working on. Like it had I think 5 other narrators as well. So like it's really fiddly and like the Audacity crashed. I'm like
That's the worst. That is the
yeah.
worst. Does Audacity save what you've worked on before?
It does. It did, but like you know how like, when you're done, you don't think, "Oh, I'll save first." You're just like, "Yeah, export."
Yeah.
And somehow like I don't know what happened, like I think Windows did an update and then like so my computer just like restarted or something. I don't know.
That's the worst. That is the worst.
Yeah, there were a lot of tears that day. It's like
It just eats your progress, just hours of your life. It's like, okay, bye.
Yep. Just like, no. You want to do well on YouTube? Not today.
Yeah, it's one of the universe does that. You're like, okay, this is. I've had that happen. Like before, I was using Google Docs with writing, and was using other programs where it wouldn't save, or my computer would turn off because my laptop has an amazing habit of just shutting off when the battery's like 52%,
Oh
and I'm
no.
just losing an entire story. And I just stare at the black screen, close my laptop, and like I'm taking a nap. I think that's what the universe is telling me to do right now, because clearly
Oh.
writing was not in the cards.
Oh, that's rough. That is. Oh.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Oh. Yeah, that I've had that happen, and it's just. Yeah, it's not a good time. It's not.
Yeah,
Time.
absolute worst.
I
just take it as a sign I may have been writing something bad.
Well, like if you're using Google Docs or like Evernote or something, like it will save your work periodically. So.
Yeah, that's why I ended up switching to Google Docs, because I never wanted that to happen again.
We're learning. Okay, Fresh.
Have to.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, Fresh P5.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry, just.
Oh, you're fine.
Wait, what's LibreOffice? I've never even heard of that. Is that like
Yeah, I was
Open
gonna say,
Office?
I don't know what that is. LibreOffice, interesting. I love hearing about new softwares. I'm gonna Google that.
Me too. There is a lot of free software. Like if you need say for thumbnails, there's like Canva and there's also GIMP you can use. I had a full list of
Yeah,
like
I've
free
seen
stuff.
Canva. Yeah, I've actually I was thinking about compiling something like that for writers too, because I've been trying to look for like script writing software recently, or comic writing, different things, and finding a list of the best free ones tends to be tough because I notice a lot of those are sponsored.
Oh, okay.
I have to check that out. LibreOffice.
All right, let's see. Hello, Sharon. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. My mouse, I think just... Oh, wait. Oh, that was... Oh, no, 7. So 7 has brought yet another meme. I swear people must be so confused when I have my stream on and then all the memes get, like, posted, usually at some point.
Yeah.
They must look at them and be like, what the hell is wrong with them?
What's happening?
It's like, what's going on? I just, yes, Laura, you're welcome to post a link. Thank you. Okay, save. Alright, let's see. Okay. It should be in the... Wait, no, I'm gonna add it in the middle. Oh my god, no. I click on one layer and it moves another layer. Trying to keep showing you.
I can only imagine how many are on the computer at this point.
About 22, I think.
Oh my god, I can't even remember 22 images.
This isn't the most ones I've had either. I've had more in the past, so... Yeah, things...
Is there an official record yet we're trying to break?
Well, I think at one point, the other Adam was trying to actually crash my computer or to see how long it would take. But I did notice I had to, like, start closing, like, other things down in the background just to make sure that, like, my computer just suddenly won't go, nope, I'm done, I'm done, can't do it today. I just,
Perfect. Mix the food and the cats with this one.
Yep. See, Dr. Pepper now has a lot to live up to because, you know, it's been hyped up. It's...
Yeah, see, that's the worry I have for you because it's good. I don't want to blaspheme in chat, but I don't think it's like the greatest thing we have to offer. So I'm a little worried they might be setting you up for failure here. I don't know.
I'm just a little... I'm like, because it's like a cola, isn't it?
The way I would describe it is it's like... How would I describe it? It is an odd thing, huh? It's like Coca-Cola with more artificial cherry flavoring. Like if they really veered more into the cherry than like the weird... I don't know what taste Coca-Cola has. I really can't describe that to you. But a lot more... a very cherry Coca-Cola, basically, is what I'd say.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's not bad. I do enjoy it. But like I said, I'm a root beer guy over here, so definitely biased.
Nice. Okay. I will have to try it. I should do a charity stream or something when I do it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I still
because there seems to be a big thing.
Well, there's also like Lady Pangoria. So Lucid associated me somehow with penguins by posting penguins at me all the time, and then just sort of stuck. So at one point,
I saw that. I saw the...
So at one point in the future, I'm going to be doing like a charity stream, and hopefully I'm going to be able to sponsor like a little tiny penguin or something. So it's going to be kind of like the chat's penguin or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, I love that. I love it.
So, but also
Lucid
Lucid is known as Yogurt Boy. So if you see Lucid Lupus, everyone please refer to him as Yogurt Boy.
Alright, Yogurt Boy, I'm gonna have to remember this.
Excellent, excellent.
Something tells me this is a trick.
Does my innocent little avatar look like it would ever trick somebody?
Now that question in and of itself seems like a trick.
Like, what do I say? What do I say? Look, it's not that bad. Just fine. Just everything's fine. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. It'll all be okay.
Oh my god. There we go. Oh, Coke is apparently caramel. I was not aware of that. Can never quite identify that flavor.
Okay, what? I had other. Wait, I've actually finished all my questions, and now I'm like, what's your favorite?
No, it's fine.
So, okay, what was your least favorite subject at school?
I feel like I notice a constant with most writers, and that it was math. I hated math. Wasn't the biggest fan of science when it got to actually having to take measurements and experiments. Like I love talking about it, but getting into it was like that side of it was never my biggest thing. And then I think no surprise, my favorite was English, critical thinking, AP lit, just any literature thing I excelled at. So that was always where I had the most fun because I loved reading, loved writing, so there was no trouble there. Like I never understood the students who complained like, oh, I have to write an essay. I was like, it's just words. Like I have to. Math is the problem. We gotta get numbers and letters and somehow get an answer out of that. Words is the least of our concern.
That's true. So, Seven's made another meme. This is good.
I don't think I've seen like giant Twitch streams with less active memes. So this is a special community.
It's something else. It absolutely is. Alright, so it's in the bottom right-hand side corner. Lady finding the layers. Oh yeah, they brought Laura says.
Yeah.
They brought letters into math.
Yeah, that was the day I was like, all right, enough is enough. Someone's tricking me here. Someone's playing games because I've never ever looked at any amount of anything and had to express it with a letter. I've never seen like 70 teacups or numbers of all I've ever needed, so I was okay leaving it there.
Yep. Laura says, he is right, some VTubers don't have this many memes. That's true. There are so many memes, I love it. My chat,
it's a very active community.
My chat is a very interesting place. We're all something. I don't know what the word is.
It's a great thing though. It's a good thing to cultivate the community like this active.
It is. I know I jokingly complain about them, but I really do love my chat. They really do brighten my day.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Hell yeah. What else? Would you ever say, if someone ever asked you to do some lines for a story, would you be willing to?
100%. Yeah, I've always said I want to try voice like narration. I've had friends try to push me to voice act because I'm very good at like impressions sometimes, accents. So it's something that at one point in my life I thought like maybe I'll try to voice act for animes, and then fell back into writing. But it's definitely something I want to try.
Excellent. I may hit you up sometime. It's like
oh, 100%.
You're playing this character. No,
anytime,
I wouldn't ask like that. I'd be a lot more polite. Like, do you want to play this character?
So anytime, just let me know because I 100% want to try that.
So you said you do impressions and accents. You've put yourself on the spot. You've done this.
No.
So what accents can you do?
I gotta think. The best one that I usually try to go for is British, which I'm a little rusty on, and it's because my cousin's from the UK. So I gotta see. See, now I'm smiling, and if I'm smiling, it's gonna make it difficult. Right then, I'd go with something like this usually. Something a little. I feel like it's a little dramatic now because I'm trying to do it, so I don't know if it sounds as
it's pretty
authentic.
Good. It's pretty good.
Usually, I used to try to walk around and trick people into thinking I was British. Lie, I'm from Bathminster, or some made up place.
That was actually really good. I'm like, damn. Okay, so what other accents can you do? It's like an interrogation now. You've mentioned
I'm
accents.
certainly not gonna say Australian in front of an Australian person. We're gonna leave.
Wait. Can you do an Australian accent?
I feel like Australian. I always say they sound like cooler British people. So like, if you made British people sound less like, oh, what's the word? Like, oh, hello, pip, than Australian. So like raw. I can't quite do it. You guys have a little bit of more something in there, like Roy becomes Roy, something else. I don't know how to do it, but I think every Australian in our heads is also in America is Steve Irwin. So all of you guys are Steve Irwin. Even though I'm hearing your voice when I get off the call, I'm just gonna hear Steve Irwin.
No.
So I think that's what it is. Every Australian's like, right, look at this crocodile. This is a major one.
God.
Posh. Yep, that's the exact word I was thinking of.
Well, I would like to hear your serious Australian accent.
What is a serious? I gotta think. That's the problem. I have to think of one because, like, to do an accent, I have to think of a voice. And every time I try to think of an Australian voice, like an Australian guy's voice, I just hear Steve Irwin. Like, it's literally just he's like the most iconic Australian here. It's like I think British. I always think some very posh. And it's funny because most of the Brits that I know do not sound like that at all. But I instantly think someone who sounds like they're like yes, yes, hello. Whereas Australian, that's what I hear. I'm trying to think. Who's an Australian that like?
I'm putting you so much on the spot right now, too. It's like, say it.
Yeah, so
Use the accent.
the only other Australian I know is Chris Hemsworth, and he has like a very distinct voice. It's Chris Hemsworth. He just sounds like Chris Hemsworth. Like I don't know how to do Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, what other accents
Have a
can
good
you
one,
do?
iced coffee.
Oh, iced coffee's leaving? Let's see. Be good iced coffee. Drink lots of iced coffee,
those are the
too.
only ones I'm good at. Those are the only ones I'm good at. And then that's really all I can think of like right now. What else is there?
You're really being put on
And
the
then
spot
there's
right now.
every American has a stereotypical Southern accent, which is probably deeply offensive to people who are actually Southern. Everyone has our stereotypical New York accent, and it never sounds like the people who are actually from there. But
And when you do it in front of people, they're just like glaring at you, going,
that is not how we sound. We do not sound like that. But but then I say that, and I'm like, yes, you do. It's exactly how you sound.
oh no. So you also mentioned impressions.
Oh no.
Yes. Wow.
You know, most of my impressions were anime characters. That's not real people. Like I would try to mimic Shikamaru's voice when I watched Naruto. Like I would just repeat the lines after they said it. Like, oh, you stepped into my shadow. But most anime characters have a similar like voice. Also, I just saw one question from Laura that I did want to answer. What sort of music do I listen to while writing? There's an album that I think everyone who likes horror music should listen to. I think it's called Disaster Piece, or it's by Disaster Piece. It was in the movie It Follows, which is like one of my favorite horror movies of all time, or at least of the last 10 years. And it's this really weird, bassy kind of synth music, but to me, it's like the one thing I can listen to without fail that's gonna make me want to write horror and like get me in that weird, ominous place that I have to be. So let me see if I'm gonna look for the exact album name right now. It's just the It Follows album, like motion picture soundtrack, and then it's by Disaster Piece, and that album is so good and so weird and creepy and otherworldly.
Nice. Oh no, dragons from the south. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm sorry, Dragon. I'm sure you guys have an all. Every time I hear a Midwest accent, I never hear Midwest. They're like, "Oh, hey, I'm from the Midwest." Eh? I'm like, I don't know anyone who sounds like that. So we've all got those accents for each other.
Oh no.
Is that a thing in Australia? Do you guys have like regional impressions of each other that are just very stereotypical?
We do, like, there's the Bogan accent, which is a really coarse, rough one.
Yeah.
I think everyone's got, like, a Bogan impression that they do.
Can we hear the Bogan impression?
You've heard it. Like, when Chatter came in, it's like, oh yeah, mate, be beaten.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. I think that's what everyone assumes Australia is. Because I figure that's probably who the guys who are wrestling with alligators are for fun. Like, the way I heard Bogan described to me was like Australian rednecks.
Yeah.
Like America's got rednecks, Australia's got bogans.
Yeah.
And over here, our rednecks can find animals to wrestle with for fun, usually alligators if they're able to get them. So I imagine that's probably the Australian rednecks. And that explains why that's so synonymous with that here. Because we just know Australians, like, that's the country where people wrestle alligators and have spiders the size of dogs.
Well, we don't have alligators in Australia. We have crocodiles.
Or crocodiles. Yeah, that's the one. I always mix those up.
But most bogans, I don't think, would actually wrestle a crocodile. Like, a lot of them... I don't know. I don't think that's the case. A lot of them like
So
to just
Steve Irwin
drink
is
a
giving
lot.
us false impression.
Yeah, Steve Irwin
Steve
has
got me excited.
Steve Irwin has a lot to answer for. Nah, I look up to Steve Irwin. He was absolutely like nuts, but in a good way. But he really did help when it came to conservation and wildlife and that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think Laura just shared the song I was talking about. Yeah, that's the one. This album is just fantastic to me. And if you want to get into the mood or the zone to write something creepy, record something creepy, just give that a listen. I think it'll put you right there.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Paul Hogan is Crocodile Dundee. That too.
Yep, him too.
Hello, the horror. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, new channel art. Nice, nice. You'll have to show me when you're Well, I could look now, I suppose, but I'll look after the stream so I don't get too distracted. Let's see. Does anyone have any more questions or comments so we can put him on the spot? Because I already did with the impressions and the accents one. It's like answer the question. do it.
That was special.
Yep.
Also, I completely agree. The Horror of Yig, like a really good soundtrack.
What was it? You know, when you have a question and then you like it goes bloop, and you forget it.
It just disappears. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll probably remember after the stream and just be like, ah.
I have that, but it's every time I walk into a room from a different floor for something, I'll come all the way from downstairs to the basement, enter a room, and then the second I open the door, it's like, I have no idea why I'm here. And the second I go upstairs, I'm gonna remember. I know it.
Yep.
Oh, you're on the spot. Terratox wants to know if you can do a southern accent.
Oh, Terratox, unfortunately, no, I can't do a southern accent.
And then I was asked my favorite ice cream. My favorite ice cream, I guess it's not technically a flavor. I love anything with Reese's peanut butter in it, specifically chunks of Reese's. So when I go to Oberweis, I get the peanut butter sundae with Reese's chunks in it. I typically choose to go to Culver's. If you're a Midwesterner, you know all about that Culver's magic. And I get the concrete mixer with Reese's cup and Butterfinger.
I've never had any Reese's Pieces or whatever.
Oh wow, yeah, that's something. Dr. Pepper is one thing. That's something you gotta fix. Those are the greatest. No Reese's period, no cups, nothing.
No.
Oh yeah, that's something you gotta fix.
I like that. That's like you're like, no, I draw the line here, lady. You have to do this.
That's. I genuinely have. I mean, I think there's a reason they use those in ET. Like that's the greatest candy of all time to me. And one joy a lot of people don't know, even who people eat Reese's, is a chilled Reese's. So take one of the cups out. You can have one normally, and you take the other one out and you put it in the freezer for a little bit, and then you bite into it, and that chocolate and the peanut butter filling is a little cold. It's a little cool. It's perfect. It is perfect. You 100% have to have a Reese's. I'm adding that to the channel, like list of memes, something. We gotta get you to get one of those.
I don't know if Seven's still here. Seven, are you still here? Oh no.
If not, I'll have to message him. Like we gotta make the Reese thing, the Reese's like happen.
All right. Hopefully sometime I will get in possession of some Reese's Pieces. Also, don't forget to read out the question and like who said it as well. Because sometimes people just listen and they don't reach out or anything.
And then I saw a question from Laura Applewood that says, if you had a choice of first guest for your first interview in the horror community, who would it be and why? That's a really good one. There's 4 people. There's a few people I can think of right now, actually. But there's a lot of people I really, really admire in the horror community right now. And all of them, like I said, are people that are coming offline. So like the creativity on the internet is just ridiculous right now. I'll try to limit it to 3. I would say Kane Pixels, who's the 16-year-old who's doing the Backroom series right now. And I would like to ask him, like, when did you start working on Blender? When did you start? Like, how are you this young doing this? Because after I saw what he was doing at 16, it really made me want to put more effort into my writing, because I'm 23 and I don't think I'm half of the writer that he is a video editor. So I would want to talk to him. I would love to talk to Trevor Henderson. I'm sure a lot of people know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these modern horror creatures that have gotten popular online, Siren Head, Long Horse, Cartoon Cat, those were original Trevor Henderson creations. I think I've been a fan of him since he was a relatively small Twitter artist, and like I've always wanted to work with him one day, so that would be a dream. And I think the third would be, this is tough. There's a few different people I would really like to work with. I forget his name at the moment, but he is the guy who is behind the Mandela Catalog, which is another YouTube horror short series thing that's going on, and I really am enjoying that. But there's so many more. Like, even just saying that, I 100% want to have you on, but I feel like that's obvious. We're gonna have to do that. Like,
Hell yeah.
Do this in return whenever I get something like this. I don't know if you know who Windigoon is, but I like love his content. Would love to have him on. There's just so many different people. I think that it would be a dream to work with.
Like, as soon as I'm still trying to have everyone on who I've really wanted to have on for a while, and it's just like, just trying to like fit everyone in, because sometimes like when you have two guests on at the same time, you can't really talk to them that much, you know, like,
right,
because you're trying to like focus your attention on the chat and the guest and another person.
And yeah,
it can get to be a bit too much. Yeah, I'm totally down. Oh, Seven had to step away. What was your meme idea?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was saying we gotta add Reese's to the list of spam memes.
Definitely.
Because 100% you gotta try that. That's a must.
Hello, Fresman. Welcome. Good to see you. The horror asks a question: Camaro or Mustang?
Mustang. Ooh, I say Mustang.
Nice. Laura. But lady's good at kidnapping multiple people at once. Laura, that is classified information, thank you. Oh no.
It's privileged information you're letting out.
Yep. It's like, god damn it. Oh no, Seven's been making memes.
Making me up. And then step away for a moment, I was like, uh-oh, for what?
So, if you were invited to come on again, would you return?
100%.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully, the thing that I'm working on, I will be able to talk about next time. So I would hold off till then, because I can make an announcement. But yeah, 100%. I'm enjoying it. I love the community, having fun talking. It's a lot more easygoing than I don't know what I expected, because it's the first time I've done anything like this. But it's very easygoing, so for sure.
That is true. My chat are very chaotic, but they're such a good bunch of people.
Yeah, no, everyone's really nice. I've seen you see very toxic chats on the internet. Everyone here seems like friends.
Oh, there's playful teasing and that sort of thing, but like if there was any actual nastiness, like, well, Laura is like the parent of like the chat. They're the parent mod, and they would just smack down, just
handle everything.
Yeah, and so same with my other mods too. They were just absolute smacking people down, as like smack.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I see the mods are super active, and you gotta love that. Keeps the community feeling welcome.
Hell yeah. Laura, lady invites you into her burlap sack. Oh no! Look, I'm not. I'm not that. I'm not
slash bouncer.
Yes, that's it. So Laura will remind me to clean my chat layers and eat and everything, so I don't get hangry.
Yeah. See, and I'll fully admit, the horror review, Camaro might be better. I'm not the biggest car guy. I just know I have a neighbor who has a real gorgeous orange Mustang that I always thought looked super cool, so that's why I went with Mustang. But don't know too much about what's going on under the hood.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you answer that one.
Yeah.
What else? And sleep and breathe. Yes. Yes, I have to be reminded. So, can you give us a little bit of a teaser about your upcoming project?
I'm trying to see. So what I can say is that there was an NDA that had to be signed. So I want to think of what
Oh,
can be
okay.
said without
Okay.
getting anything it onto that.
Okay, so
I think it's something people will enjoy in this community. That's that for sure.
okay,
For sure.
don't say anymore. I don't want you getting in trouble.
I can say. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it
It's
at
okay.
that. But I think people are gonna enjoy it. And the second I can say something, I probably I'll DM you first. And be like, hey, I want to come back on and talk about it
Oh
because I
yeah.
think people will really enjoy it.
Oh yeah. It's all good, Chatter. Ooh, Chatter's editing some audio. Nice. That'd be pretty cool. Chatter, you missed
Yeah.
his
In terms
English
of
accent. His British accent, by the way.
oh God, I can't do it again. Sorry.
Dude.
So especially, I'm assuming Mad Chatter's British.
No, he's from Canada, but he does a British accent impersonation.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So I was gonna say I'm definitely not doing it in front of an actual Brit. Just can't do that. But yeah, and Canada's one of the few accents that I was never even able to do. I don't. I guess it doesn't sound so different than like certain Minnesota accents that I've heard that I can't hear too much of a distinction. Yeah, I've never been able to get Canada.
Nice. Um,
In terms of work, I guess I could say other than the thing I can't talk about, I'm trying to put a new story out at least because I tend to take big gaps in my breaks, or big breaks in between stories. So this year I've said I'm going to get at least one story out every month, preferably two when I can. So if you want to follow me on Reddit,
oh
there's
yes.
definitely going to be consistent content coming out. Been doing that, stuck to it so far. Plan to stick to it through the end of the year and consistently afterwards. So.
Hell yeah. How have you been going so far with it though?
It's been going really well. I've had
Hell
to just
yeah.
it's again with the ADHD comes like I think the biggest struggle for people with ADHD, or at least for me, speaking for myself, can be um, the self control to make myself do something, the level of discipline it takes to start something. So like when I start writing, I can sit down in front of the keyboard and then I'll look up and it's been an hour and I've been writing, I'll force myself to walk away and then I'll just be drawn right back because I have that one little character thing or that plot thing I have to get done and just it'll nag at me. But it's making myself sit at the keyboard that's like the hardest thing in the world because it's like my brain knows that that'll happen. So it's like, don't even look at your laptop. Just walk away.
Yep.
Just there's a go clean the toilet, the bathroom. It's kind of dirty. I'll go check the mail. I'll find everything to do before I sit down at the keyboard, and then when I do, the work will flow. But that was the hard thing for the longest time. So this year, I just kind of said, if I want to be like to treat this like a job, I read Stephen King on writing. That's kind of something he pushes. Is like if you want creative stuff to be your job, you can't call a plumber when your toilet stopped and he comes in and is like, hey, the plumbing inspiration, it's not here today. I'll come in tomorrow and like see you kind of have to do it. And so this year I just made a real goal to force myself to write every day when I can, even if I feel like what I wrote was absolute garbage, just get it down. And because of that, I've been able to get work out consistently. Because more often than not, what you'll find is you actually aren't writing garbage. You're just very self-critical.
That's true. Like I found like I try to write a minimum of 100 words per day, and usually I'll write far more than that. It's just the
Yeah,
discipline to actually just be like 100 words every day. It's
exactly. You
just
just have to open that door. When you force yourself to do that, it just can flow.
yeah, it just becomes like any other habit. Like it's just like, oh yeah, I have to write today. And there's like
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's what is the thing? It's like was it 30 days to make a habit? I think
I
something like that.
I think so. It's 30 days or 3 weeks or something, but I would say 30 days more.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've noticed now that it's to the point that on days where I'll be like, okay, you can have a break. You've written all week. Just you can chill. I'll have my phone out and I'll be like, oh, I'm working on a document. Like I thought I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna. So it becomes one of those things. But it can be very hard to get to that initial point. I think those 30 days of forcing yourself to sit down in front of it is tough.
I think the first week would be the hardest at first. And then maybe sort of week 3, like you sort of like
Yeah,
I don't know, like sort of when it becomes a chore for you, like before it's sort of like the motivation starts to die. That's when it gets hard.
yeah, and that's when it gets difficult. Yeah, because you start to. It's the habit's not quite there yet, and then even when it becomes a habit, it's difficult. Like a year I tried to make a habit of exercising every day, and there's that day where you're just like, oh no, like, I really don't want to. But I think that's also what makes it super satisfying for me is someone with ADHD. I used to always like just say, oh, I have no self-control. That's just me. I'm gonna if I see food I want to eat, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna get that used to be my thing. And I think one of the biggest things getting older for me with ADHD has been gaining more of the ability to just be like, no, I can control my faculties. I can control these things. And the biggest thing that I think helped with that was writing, because it gave me something that I loved enough that I wanted to work hard to focus on. Like I struggled a lot in school, like a lot of kids with ADHD do, just because I was like, I can't. There's no way I'm going to be able to sit here for 8 hours and pay attention to this stuff. And then I'll sit down and I'll count the hours and I'll realize I've been writing for 10 that day. Like, oh wow,
Yeah.
okay, well, because I can't sit down for 8 hours.
I love the ADHD like superpower of just being on like no attention span and then just like this mad drive, like this like
Yeah, just
intense
hyper obsession.
Yeah, I know that all too well. Hello, Fish Ranch House. Welcome, welcome. Chatter also relates to that as well.
Yeah,
Laura
I
says,
think a lot
yes,
of creatives do. Yeah, I think it's for a lot of creatives, anyone who is interested in that kind of stuff, I think a lot of people do. But and it could suck. It can really, really suck and feel like a hindrance on the creative process. And sometimes I'm like, what? Like I wish, because I don't know if all writers are like that. I'm like, what are normal writers who can just sit down in front of a computer and write and not feel like they're being asked to climb Mount Everest to sit in front of the laptop? What is that like for them? But then I assume with it comes the strengths, because then when I do sit in front of that computer, I can waste 5.5 hours, and I was like, oh, I thought that was 30 minutes.
Yeah, like time goes fast. I mean, before I know it, it's just like, oh, my stomach's growling.
Yeah.
Lunchtime. Oh wait, it's dinner time. Well, okay.
Yeah, and it's so I take it's a blessing and a curse, but more so a blessing, I think, because things are working out. I don't really know. Yeah, and that's the thing for me as well, Laura, is I don't know any creatives just in general who don't have something along those lines, ADHD, somewhere on the autism spectrum, just along those lines in general. I have like most of my friends that I know I have a few friends who are painters, a few friends who are musicians, and all of them are in somewhere in that spectrum.
Oh yeah, I agree. So Seven sometimes slips into a Canadian accent and doesn't even try. But yeah, so okay, we've talked about writing tips, talked about your writing process. We've hinted at your secret project that you can't talk about. But that kind of just makes me want to know more. It's like, what is it? No, don't say anything. Your schedule with your uploading. What else? And your cats. I mean, let's be real. That's the most important thing in this chat.
Most important thing.
And the memes. I'm kidding. Oh, so Laura has an evil idea. A wicked, funny, evil idea. Oh no.
Yeah,
Laura.
I was just reading this, very curious.
Laura, what are you doing? Laura? Laura? What's happening?
Oh my god.
I'm scared. It'll be fine, I'm sure. And then I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Chat just explodes somehow.
It wouldn't surprise me, like at this point. It's just but let's see what else. Not my brain says they're going, no, not today, champ. Sorry. What else? So you're open to narrations or like voicing characters in the future?
Yes, 100%. Definitely something I gotta try at some point. Yeah.
So if
I kind of want to do.
Would you voice a character in your own stories?
Yeah, I think I would. I think I would like to. It's weird though. I feel like I have a harder time reading my stories than I do other people's. I don't know why. Like I read it with a writer voice, which for some reason isn't the way that it should be read. Like I'm very critical. I think I'd be sitting there reading it and then I'd pause and you'd be like, "Oh, you have to keep going." Like, "Oh yeah, sorry. I should have said this there instead." Like I'm so critical of my own work, but I would definitely try it at some point. And if it was someone else's story, 100%.
When I record my own stories, I'm just there like there's a good like 30 seconds at least every like couple of minutes of me going, why the hell, who wrote this? Learn to write.
Yeah,
It's my story.
because I have that problem even explaining concepts. People will ask me to explain a concept to a story, and then while I'm explaining, I'm like, oh, but instead I should say this. So okay, actually instead this, and I'll try to keep going, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just write this down.
Nice. That's cool. Oh no, not the communal sponge. No. All right, so
Sponges. I was just about to ask about that.
So in on the Nevermore chat, I was being interviewed, and they asked me because I study ancient history, and so they asked me a random ancient history fact, like on the spot, and I'm like, okay, well, in ancient Rome, when they used the toilet, they had like a communal sponge.
Oh, I knew it. So gross. Yeah.
Yep, and that's where it came from. And so every now and then when I speak, like, or something, like, I'll get little sponges, like, commented at me. It's like, it's like, why?
Well, for the record, I am highly, deeply opposed to them. I really don't know if no sponge or communal sponges would have been a worse development, but yeah, highly, highly opposed to the
Like,
concept.
they'd wash the sponge, I imagine, but like you had to pay once more on top of that to use the sponge that someone else used.
Yeah. And maybe I don't know, were they like, was it water they were using or alcohol? Like, were they using anything somewhat antibacterial?
I don't know. I think it varied a lot. So
yeah, because if it's just water, they would have to pay me to use the sponge, and it would be an exorbitant amount.
Yes, Laura, you certainly did tell me it was evil. You did. You weren't joking.
Oh, wow.
Fresman's posting a duck and a little alien in the chat. I don't know why.
Love the alien.
I don't know. No, I know why the alien's there, but why is the duck there? Fresman, I have questions. What's happening?
I'm curious about the duck. I didn't know if that was like another inside joke. I figured there was a duck thing here with penguins.
I imagine at some point you may be asked for an interview by Fresman as well. So
I'm 100% down.
Hell yeah. See, Fresman? Fresman's don't go for as long as mine do, though, I think. And it's not live. So you're not put on the spot with me because
no
do
problem.
the accent.
No accents.
Do the impression.
He doesn't ask for the accents. Ooh, this is a controversial question I'm being asked. Pineapples on pizza or no? Had you asked me months ago, I would have been like vehemently against it, and I would have told you that you're sick for even asking the question. But I recently tried it by accident, and you know what? It is really not that bad. It's not something I would go out of my way to order, but if someone has pineapples on pizza, I won't pick them off.
Nice. Yeah, but it's the salty and the sweet. It's balanced. It's nice.
Yeah, but usually I don't like that. Like I don't like I know someone who says, "Oh, you should dip your pretzels in ice cream," and I'll never do that.
No,
It's not something I'm interested in. But there's something about that. The pineapple on pizza. It was a nice little. There was something there. I really didn't expect it.
Nice. I'm glad I'm glad to hear you've changed your ways. You embrace the pineapple on the pizza.
It had to happen at some point.
Wait, what?
All the hate, I hadn't even tried it.
Wait. What kind of pizza do you like, though?
Pretty basic. I typically get a medium cheese with a little bit of beef on it, beef on half of it, cheese half, beef half, and then if I could get stuffed crust, I love me some stuffed crust. But that's mainly about it for me. I like Papa John's because they come with they have this garlic sauce that their pizza comes with that I absolutely adore.
We don't have Papa John's over here, so I'm like.
No, what's Australia's pizza of choice?
So we have. What is it? It's a pink thing. I can't remember. Like,
pink.
It's pink, and I can't remember the name of it. But like, I had it when I was a really young demon, and it was delicious. And then I tried it years later. I'm like, this is terrible. This is shit. But I just go to like one of the local like pizza places. So
there's no like Pizza Hut or any of those big chains?
Oh no, the big chains, but like it's like a local sort of family run type of a deal.
Okay. What about fries dipped in a Frosty? That's an absolute classic. I love it. I love that.
I like that too.
Fries in a milkshake, Frosty, any of that, I'll absolutely love it.
President, why are you... Okay. Okay, Fresmus is doing his thing. Random emojis. Like, why is
I'm
that
wondering
here?
if the story's being told here.
I don't know. Fresman is quite the storyteller. God damn. Hang on, I need a sippy sip. So next time you come on, you will have all the chat lingo, the language, everything down.
I was gonna say I'll be ready. Chat lingo, stories, background. Although I feel like next time I come on, somehow there will be more. Like, there's gonna be new lingo and memes I gotta catch up on.
Yeah, it's like you didn't say the correct term when you came in. Oh, I haven't pressured you to say "ya" yet. Can you say "ya"?
Say yeah,
Yeah,
like that. Like just say it like I said it, or is there like a way it has to be
no,
said?
like with a German type "ja."
Like yeah, like that.
Yes. Don't worry. I
By officially welcomed by the stream.
I started asking people to do that. No one has refused me so far. So.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad to not break the chain.
Yeah, the BB's accents, yeah. Ah. Ooh, an eclipse is on right now. Well, not for me.
Oh yeah, I did hear that yesterday.
The sun's up right now, but. Ooh, Laura asked, what is your favorite Fallout 4 faction?
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get some hate on this one. I have yet to play any of the Fallout games. It's
What?
one of those things that is like, there's a few things like that where it's like they're super big and everyone loves them, and I want to at some point. I know I'm gonna look at them, but I haven't seen any. Like the Matrix movies, I know they're great classics. Have to see them. I have yet to see them. American Psycho is one of those things. And in terms of games, it's the Fallout games. Like I really want to play them, and I'm going to at some point. I know it. I just have not yet made
Do
it
it.
around to it. I've watched a lot of Fallout videos though.
Okay. Okay.
Only enough to get some of the memes. I know there's a guy, Preston something, who keeps offering you missions that no one wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. Yes. Resman, I would never judge you. Yeah, so the "ya" is the BB accent. So when I see Miss Creepy Tales, it's the... You heard it before. And you
so,
was not no surprise, like, this is normal. Oh yes,
yeah,
and,
no, that sounds about right.
and also, like, say if I invite you on the stream, you have to come on because you agree by existing, yeah. Why do people put up with me? Jesus Christ. Anyway, chat, do you have any questions? This is just like devolving more and more. Like...
This is great. That's the one. General, there's another settlement that needs your attention. That's the thing I know.
Oh.
That saying I've seen.
See, that really annoyed me. Like, if you're the general, shouldn't you be the one giving the orders?
Yeah, like what? That's.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, that is an statement is messed up.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Ooh, we have been on the air for over 2 hours now.
Oh wow! Hey, broke the time I thought I was gonna make. I love that.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I could have warned you, but I'm like, nah, we're having fun. You don't sound tired
Nah, yeah,
yet.
you're great.
He'll be fine.
I'm
You
gonna
fall
enjoy
asleep
this.
at work tomorrow.
I'll just be sitting. It's happened a few weeks ago. I'll just do it again. I'll fall asleep in my chair.
Oh no.
Customers just come in, wake me up, staring at me.
Oh no. You'll be fine. No, I'm kidding. If you are tired.
Like... Yeah, it'll be okay. It's my last day before I got a week off.
Oh, good.
Some writing done and work. Come home, go to sleep. Yeah.
Okay, you had me worried for a second.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
oh
I'll be
no.
okay.
Oh good. Oh good. You'll when you go to sleep, you'll just think of like the tiny hands, and you won't be able to escape it. Just nightmare fuel.
Tiny hands and cat memes. Just all I'll see when I close my eyes.
You're like, why did I agree to go on a stream? Hey, you signed up for this. You agreed.
Yeah, I agree. All of this I agreed to. I'll agree again. We'll
Hell
come
yeah.
back anytime.
Hell yeah. Well, you are always welcome. So
Appreciate it.
try rain caffeine. Tastes amazing. Hell yeah. So does anyone have any final questions or comments? Because I'm getting hungry. I'm such a professional streamer. It's like anything else, I'm hungry.
I can't blame you for it.
But yes, mods, could you please post Seti's links in the chat so everyone can follow on Reddit and on Twitter?
Appreciate that. Thank you guys. And if you want, I haven't posted anything yet. But you guys can subscribe. At some point, there will be something. I'm gonna make sure of it before the end of the year, ideally.
There better be. No, it's like a subtle throw. Like,
yeah,
there will be. No, I'm kidding. But like, if you need a hand, like with finding software or whatever, let me know.
100%. And I'll definitely ask you. I'll be reaching out to just all the people I know who do this. But the concept I'm kind of batting around with right now is like a VR interview show type thing. So having folks come in on VR, or even if they don't have a VR headset, using VR chat, and because I think that'd be very interesting to like for instance, if I were able to interview you in the form of your avatar and like stuff like that, I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I'm 100% down. You should also go to HorrorCon as well.
Oh, HorrorCon. When is that?
Usually in October.
October. Oh, that sounds about right too. Halloween month. Should have expected that.
Yep. So you get your own booth, and yeah, you can meet people.
That might not be a bad idea, actually. Yeah, no, I'll look into that, see where that is and when that is.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Patrick says YungSeti is the GOAT for real. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Patrick.
Seven says, when I get my new computer, I'm totally down for that. Hell yeah.
And so yeah, I'll compile a list. Anyone who would be interested in doing something like that can let me know too. I'll probably end up putting out, I think a lot of you guys have followed me on Twitter, so I'll probably end up putting out a tweet and just saying, hey, if you're in the horror community and interested in talking about anything horror related or something you're working on, let me know and respond to that tweet. So whenever I do that, you guys feel free to just let me know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. And there's my latest vid if anyone would like to check it out after the stream.
100%.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So do you have any final questions or comments for the chat?
Thank you guys for having me. This has been awesome. Enjoyed all the memes. Thank you guys for enjoying the cats, especially. I know Matheson. He's over in his bed sleeping. I'm sure he felt the love. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Reddit, Twitter. A lot of exciting things coming, hopefully, in the next little while. And I hope to be making some big announcements soon. And hope to be back here. Talk to you guys again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So. Okay, everyone, that was YungSeti. Thank you so much for coming on, Seti. It was my pleasure. Links are in the description and in the chat. Yeah, make sure you follow. His next story will be on my channel. He's given it to me a while ago, but I'm not very organized, unfortunately. But yes, it'll be on soon. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming, and stay safe, my little spooklings. And remember, I'll be watching you.